What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm coming at y'all with another bang. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about all the trades that have happened during the trade deadline. And in this video, we're just going to talk about the winners and the losers of these trades. With that being said, let's go on and get to it. Now, as you guys can see, we are on the NBA website. They have all the official news on trades or whatever you want to know about dealing with the NBA. So let's go on and go through these trades and just pick our winners and losers of the trades. Now, we gotta start off with the trade the Magic's did with the Nuggets. Now, in this trade, Aaron Gordon went to the Nuggets, and in return, they got Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, and some future first-round picks. Now, Nuggets got, once again, Aaron Gordon and Gary Clark. Now, who do I feel like won this trade, the Nuggets or the Magic? I think the Nuggets won this trade. Now, let me explain why. Now, Gary Harris, while he was on the Nuggets, he was not really providing much for the team. He's been decreasing when it comes to his game these last couple of years, be it points, be it his defense, be it him being injured, all types of things. So he hasn't really been, providing much for the Nuggets. So them losing him doesn't really hurt them. Then they also still have some pretty decent, guards on their team, such as Monte Morris and such as PJ. So I feel like they're good in that aspect. Excuse me. Even without having him. And I feel like it's another dub for the Nuggets just because they got Aaron Gordon. Now, I feel like they're going to use Aaron Gordon similar to how they used Jeremy Grant last year. A good athletic wing player who can play some defense when he's motivated. Now, don't get me wrong, his defense is not as good as Jeremy Grant's, but once again, when he is motivated to play defense, he can play decent defense. He is a big body that you can put in front of bigger wings like LeBron or Kawhi or Paul George. So I feel like that's how they're gonna use him. His offensive game it's all right. I feel like he could do most of the same things Jeremy Grant did for the team last year, and he is very athletic. So for those full court passes that Jokic does, he can catch that lob and dunk it. And like I said, he's very athletic. He can run the floor. He can do all that good stuff. So in that aspect, I feel like it's a dub for the Magic. Now, just to talk about, not the Magic, but the Nuggets. Sorry, guys, but just to talk about the Magic, Gary Harris, he's been on the decline, like I said, but he's still a decent player, don't get me wrong. RJ Hampton, he still has things to prove. In the future first-round picks, I don't know how important those first-round picks will be because it's from the Nuggets, and the Nuggets are a good team. So, yeah. So that's pretty much why I feel like, the Nuggets won that trade. Let's go down to the second trade. The Heat acquired Oladipo from the Rockets. Now, the Heat got Victor Oladipo. Rockets got Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, and a 2022 draft pick swap. Now, what was the Rockets thinking, man? What were they thinking, bro? They literally gave Victor Oladipo for nothing. Let's be real, man. Kelly Olynyk, he alright. Like, he ain't nothing special. He just a role player. A bench role player at that. So he's really nothing special. Avery Bradley, he's getting up there in age, and he's been pretty injury prone lately. So Like, they literally gave this man up for nothing. That's an easy dub for the Heat, man. Easy dub. Easy, man. God damn, man. What the hell was the Heat thinking? But if that was the Lakers, we would have had to give up everything. I already know. But ain't no hating Lakers fan or anything like that. Let's move on. Now, Celtics have Fournier and deal with Magic. Now, the Celtics got Evan Fournier. Magic got Jeff Teague, who will be waived, and 2 future second-round picks. I feel like Celtics won this trade. That's crazy. It seems like the Magic are just losing every trade. But anyways, I feel like the Celtics won this trade. It really will help their bench out if he comes off the bench. And they've been needing a good backup point guard. I know Evan Fournier kind of like a shooting guard mix, but I feel like he can run that point guard spot for them, and they've been needing that very badly. They really have needed a good point guard over these past couple of years, and they finally got one that can score, that can facilitate a little bit. So yeah, I feel like that's a big dub for the Celtics. Then they didn't really lose too much. Some second round picks and Jeff Teague, that ain't much to lose. That's a dub. That is a dub for the Celtics. All right, next up, Mavs get JJ Redick and Melly from the Pelicans. Now, the Pelicans got James Johnson, Wes Iwundu, a 2021 second round pick, cash considerations. I feel like the Mavericks won this trade just because they got what they had last year pretty much, more shooting. Now, if y'all watched my Mavs video a while back, if you didn't watch it, go watch it. I told y'all the reason why they were struggling so much, because they've been less efficient from 3. And, you know, their scoring just hasn't been as good as last year. And I feel like with them picking up JJ Redick, a sharpshooter, Melly, a pretty decent shooter also, I feel like that will help them in that aspect of the game. And as you guys know, they've been making a pretty nice little playoff push. They have been racking up some wins. So them picking up JJ Redick and Nicola Melly, it might really boost them up a little bit more and help them shoot up these playoff spots. So I feel like they did win that. Pelicans, they just getting more cash to me. That's what it's saying, like, because James Johnson, he pretty washed, you know. Wes Iwundu, he just nothing special. 2021 second round pick, you know, we don't know what that could be. And cash considerations is cash. They just want more cash. They just trying to get more salary space. So yeah, I think the Mavs won that just because that's more of a move that will help them right now. The Pelicans move is more of a move that will help them in the future. Now, Clippers deal Lou Williams to Hawks for Rondo. Now, I feel like the Hawks won this trade. Me personally, even though Rondo helped us get a championship last year, I still don't feel like Rondo just that good. I don't feel like he that good, man. He was horrible for us all of last year until the playoffs. So, I don't know, man. This trade could really go either way. If the Clippers don't, you know, win a championship or anything, it was a L for them, easily. And me personally, I feel like it's gonna be a L for them. But if they do win a championship, it's a dub. It's just a dub. But currently, right now, how I feel like the Hawks got a dub because they got Lou Williams. I feel like Lou Williams is better than Rajon Rondo at this point in their careers. They did get some picks that aren't, you know, like nothing special. And they got cash considerations too. So I feel like the Hawks won that trade. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Well, I do gotta say it was good of the Clippers before I move on to get another point guard besides Patrick Bell. because Patrick Beverly does tend to be injured. So yeah, but Rondo always getting injured too. He always breaking his hand and shit. So who knows? But let's move on. Nuggets reacquire McGee in trade with Cavs. Nuggets got JaVale McGee. Cavaliers got Isaiah Hartenstein and 2 future second round picks. Now, me personally, I don't know about this trade. I feel like it's just I think it just equals out. I don't feel like this trade is too, special or too relevant, to be honest. Because Nuggets got JaVale McGee. I feel like that hurts them. Why get JaVale McGee when you have Bobo? Like, you might as well just give Bobo minutes if they're trying to have him as like a second unit big or something like that. You might as well just have Bobo run those minutes instead of JaVale. Like, going on and keep developing Bobo. I don't really understand that. And Isaiah Hartenstein, me personally, I really don't have that much information on him. So I'm not gonna get on this camera and shit you guys and be like, oh well, this, and that. I don't really know much about him, so I can't really speak on him. Anyways, let's move on. Bulls get Theis from the Celtics in a 3-team deal. Now, Bulls got Daniel Theis. Is that how you say his name? I don't remember. But Bulls got Daniel Theis, Javonte Green, and Troy Brown Jr. Celtics got Luke Cornett, Mo Wagner. Wizards got Daniel Gafford and Chandler Hutchinson. Out of all 3 of these teams, it's kind of tough to choose who won. But I think the Bulls won. Daniel Theis, he's like, he a decent big. He a decent big, man. He could shoot the 3 every now and then, he not that big. I think he only like 6'9", but he still does play with effort, so I will shout him out on that. Troy Brown, decent. Javonte Green, I don't really know much about him. He just a piece in there. Mo Wagner, he can shoot the 3. Shout out to him for the Celtics, but he's still kind of, trash on defense. And Daniel Gafford, he alright. He does alright. That's all I can say, man. To me, this trade doesn't really change any of the teams that much, but overall, I feel like the Bulls won that trade out of all 3 of the teams. Let's keep it moving, man. Warriors trade Wanamaker to the Hornets. Okay. This trade is completely irrelevant. Literally. Wanamaker is probably not going to play for, the Hornets. Like I met, just pretty much, if y'all watch my video that I made just before this one on the Hornets, y'all know that they got plenty of guards that need this playing time. Like, why would they even play Wanamaker? Like, come on, man. This trade is just irrelevant. Let's move on. Raptors trade Davis to the Kings. Now, I feel like the Kings won that trade. To me, Terrence Davis is underrated, man. He has worked his way up from, a difficult path. That man has got it out the mud, and I feel like he's underrated. So, I feel like Kings definitely won this trade if they traded him just for a second round pick. Come on, man. Yeah, Kings definitely won that trade. Let's move on. Jazz got Thomas from the Raptors. They got Matt Thomas. And Raptors got another future second round pick. I don't know how I feel about this trade. I'm gonna let y'all decide on this one. But I feel like I'm starting to see a trend here. I feel like the Raptors are, getting ready for a rebuild or something. How many second round picks and things like that they keep getting from what I done seen. All right, Spurs add Chris and deal with Warriors. Now, Spurs got Marquise Chris, and Warriors got draft rights to Katie LaLanne. Now, Maurice, damn, am I saying that right? Marquise, shit, man, I'm just gonna say Chris. God damn, Chris is nothing special, man. He really not. He like a below average big man. And Katie LaLanne, I'm gonna keep it real. Once again, I don't really know too much about him. I'd have to look into him, and if I do look into him, y'all will see a video on it. So tune in. But let's move on. I don't really. This trade is kinda irrelevant. Kings get Delon Wright from the Pistons. Now, Kings get Delon Wright. Pistons get Corey Joseph. 2021 second round pick and a 2024 second round pick. I think the Pistons won that trade. Corey Joseph is still a pretty decent backup point guard off the bench. Delon Wright is a pretty decent backup point guard too, but I feel like them just having the second round picks made the Pistons win that trade. He acquired Belika from the Kings, so he got Belika, and Kings got Mo Harkless and Chris Silva. I think Kings won this trade just because they do get a decent 3-and-D player in Mo Harkless. That's pretty much the only reason I feel like the Kings won that trade. So Kings done won 2 trades to me. Hey, they coming up. 76ers acquired George Hill in a 3-team trade. All right, 76ers got George Hill and Ignas Brazdeikis or whatever. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me how to pronounce it in the comments down below. But Knicks got Terrence Ferguson, Vincent Poirier, rights to Emir, whatever the fuck. 2021 second round pick, 2024 second round pick, and Thunder got Austin Rivers, Tony Bradley, 2025 second round pick from the 76ers, 2026 second round pick from the 76ers. Who do I feel like won this trade? It really depends on how you look at it with this, to be honest. I feel like if we looking at it right now, the 76ers won this trade because it really helps them with their goal this year, man. They're one of the favorites to win the title besides, the average favorites, be it the Lakers, Jazz, and Brooklyn, and I guess the Clippers. But yeah, I feel like George Hill definitely helps them with their goal. He could still play some decent defense. He could hit the 3 ball. He a good off the bench point guard. If we looking at it for the future, I'd say maybe the Thunder. Maybe. It's between the Thunder and Knicks. That's a tough one. Cause like Austin Rivers is better than Terrence Ferguson, but he's older. So I don't know, man. Y'all tell me. But as of right now, I'm going with the 76ers. I feel like they won. Blazers add Powell in a deal with the Raptors. Okay, Blazers got Norman Powell. Raptors got Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood. Man, I would love to have either one of these 2 players, aka Norman Powell or Gary Trent Jr. on my team, man. And the team I think won was the Raptors. I think the Raptors won. And the reason I say this is because Gary Trent Jr. is almost on the level of Norman Powell. They both are kinda undersized in the role they play, but they both do give a lot of hustle and energy when it on the defensive end. They can hit the 3s when they need to, and they could drive every now and then. Norman Powell are better. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. But Norman Powell are better driver than Gary Trent Jr. is, but I feel like Gary Trent Jr. might be a slightly better three-point shooter. And then they got Rodney Hood as an additional piece, so I do feel like the Raptors won this. Norman Powell is also older than Gary Trent Jr. too, so hey, Gary Trent Jr.'s ceiling might still be higher than we've seen it. So I definitely feel like Raptors won that one. Bulls acquired Vucevic from Magic. They got Nikola Vucevic and Al-Farouq Aminu. That's who the Bulls got. And Magic got Wendell Carter Jr., Otto Porter Jr., and 2 future first-round picks. Now, this is a big trade right here. And I feel like this a tie. It depends on how you look at it. Once again, man, Nikola Vucevic, he's a star. He's a stud, man. And Al-Farouq Aminu, he's still decent. He kind of been on the decline, but I feel like maybe in the right environment, he can, revitalize his career and play some decent defense and hit some open threes. But Magic, they got Wendell Carter Jr., a great defensive player. They got Otto Porter Jr., a player who's been on the decline, but it was very serviceable. And 2 future first-round picks. And see, that's where it's tough. I feel like it's a win-win for both teams. Cause like the Bulls made a win-now move, and the Magic, they made a move where if they don't, continue being the 8th seed and being in the playoff push in the playoff areas, that they still have a future with these 2 future first-round picks, because we all know the Bulls. Sometimes they good, sometimes they trash, and if they end up being trash these next couple of years, hey, they got them 2 nice future first-round picks. So, with that, I feel like that trade is equal. I feel like it's equal. Clippers send Kemba Galley to the Kings. Now, I have no idea who that is, so I'm about to move on. Bucks acquired PJ Tucker from the Rockets. Alright, Bucks got PJ Tucker, Karooks, a 2021 second round pick swap, and a 2022 first round pick. Rockets got DJ Augustine, DJ Wilson, 2021 first round pick. Sorry, y'all, I keep yawning. 2021 first round pick swap, top 9 protected, and a 2023 first round pick. Man, it really depends on how you look at it. Once again, if you're looking at it as a right now move, I feel like the Bucks, they didn't win. I don't feel like they won. I feel like the Rockets won. I feel like DJ Wilson, he's still pretty young. He could get a little bit better. And then they do have these 2 first round picks. Those are important. Those are very important. But like I said, even though the Rockets won, I feel like the Bucks still did make a pretty decent win now move with acquiring PJ Tucker, a player who's been guarding centers. He's done it all. He could hit the open corner 3, man. If he in that corner 3, you better watch out, man. So I feel like that is a move. He still plays decent defense. He's not going to be guarding some small players, some small point guard, anything like that. But power forwards, small forwards, sometimes centers, he will do well against. So that was a good move for both teams to me. Bucks trade Craig to the Suns. Alright, Suns got Torrey Craig. Bucks got cash consideration. I feel like the Suns won this trade. Torrey Craig does play decent defense. Simple as that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That cash might could do something for them. Who knows? Heat acquired Ariza from the Thunder. Heat got Trevor Ariza. Thunder got Myers Leonard and a 2027 second round pick. Now, I feel like Heat won this one, and the reason I say that is because Myles Leonard still hasn't really proved that he's gonna be anything special in the league. And Trevor Ariza, even though he's old, even though a lot of us think he's washed, he might still have a little something left in the tank. And we seen what Iguodala did last year. When the Heat got Iguodala, he kind of revitalized his career a little bit. And they might could do the same thing with Trevor Ariza. Let's move on. Pistons acquired Diallo from the Thunder. Now, Pistons got Diallo and Thunder got Speed, Luke. Now, this just depends on how you look at it. Both players are kinda young, you know what I mean? And Diallo, he's very athletic. Speed, he can shoot. It really just depends on how you look at it. Do you want a better shooter or do you want a player who's more athletic? It really just depends on how you look at it. Simple as that. Let's move on. Pistons trade Rose to the Knicks. Now, I feel like, man, this is an old trade. We all know that, you know, the Knicks have had traded D Rose and all that. I mean, traded for D Rose and all that. But as of right now, we all know what that was. It was a dub for the Knicks. The Knicks have been making a playoff push with D Rose. Simple as that. We all know what it is. It ain't nothing to even talk about. Cavs got Porter Jr. from the Rockets. To the Rockets. That's a dub for the Rockets. Simple as that. Kevin Porter Jr. is a young player who still has potential to grow if he just keep his head on right. If he could do that, he has potential to be a great player in the league. We don't even need to talk about this. Either way, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Turn on notifications and all that good stuff, man. I know this was a long video. I hope you had your popcorn, your soda, whatever you're drinking on, your protein, whatever, man. I hope you had all that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. With that, once again, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Turn on notifications, all that good stuff, so you can see when I upload a video. And I'm out.